Now we're going to deal with the next section, word power. Now let's read what's given here. A red car. Okay, a red car. In this phrase, the word red is an adjective and the word car is a noun. Okay, car is a noun, it's a name of a thing, and the red is the describing word which describes the car. So, red is an adjective. So, what we have to learn here is sometimes we use certain adjectives to describe certain nouns only. Okay, we use few describing words to describe certain nouns only. We use it only for certain naming words. So, such kind of words are things are called as collocation. Okay, like look at the example here. The word heavy can be used like a heavy bag as well as heavy rain. Okay, the word heavy can be used for a heavy bag and heavy rain. So, these kind of combination or the combination of the adjective and noun, okay, uh, those combinations can be called as collocation. Okay, like for example, we can say that um, sweet coffee, okay, hot tea, then we have sweet ice cream, okay, uh, then we can say like what deep sleep, okay, dark night, colorful rainbow. So these kind of describe the combination of describing word and the noun can be called as uh, collocations. Okay, we have an exercise regarding this. Yeah, when two or more words are frequently used together in a way that it sounds correct, the combination of such words is called as collocation. So, if two words, that is an adjective or noun, which are used frequently, if it's used frequently, frequently means most of the time it's used together. If it's used together, then such kind of combinations can be called as collocation. Okay. Now we have an exercise regarding that. Exercise 8 it's in page number 129. Choose the correct words to complete the collocations. Choose the correct words to complete the collocations. The first one is, look at the textbook children. We have options here. The first one is a dash coffee, strong or weak. The answer is a strong coffee. A strong coffee. So strong and coffee are it's a combination, and so this can be called as collocation. Look at the second one, a deep or low sleep. A deep or low sleep. The answer is a deep sleep. Okay, a deep sleep. Third one, a dash rain, thick or heavy. A dash rain, thick or heavy. A heavy rain. A heavy rain. Fourth one, a dash drink, soft or rough. A dash drink, soft or rough. A soft drink. A soft drink. Fifth one, a dash weather, cold or frozen. A cold weather. So these words can be called as collocation. Okay, like a strong coffee, a deep sleep, a heavy rain, a soft drink, a cold weather. So here we can see the combination of an adjective or adverb. It can be anything. Okay, combinations can be of anything. If two such kind of words are frequently used, then those kinds of words can be called as combination of words can be called as collocation. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Here what you have to do is, do you know the meaning of safari park? What is the difference between a jungle and a safari park? So you have, what you have to do is you have to find the difference between a jungle and a safari park. This is an activity I would like to give you. And you have a grid here. And what you have to do is search for 8 wild animals that live in a jungle in the following grid. So in from the grid you have to find out 8 wild animals that live in a jungle, and you have to also find out the difference between a safari park and a jungle. Okay, this is an activity I would like to give you. Now let's go to the next section. The next section is in page number 130, spelling. Spelling. Read the following words. Pay attention to the letters in bold. Yeah, read the following words. Look at the words, children. The first one is summer. The second one is happy. The third one is carrot. But did you see I have just colored the consonants? Okay, M and M, P and P, R and R. Okay, M, M, P, P, R, R. I have just put in a different color. There's a reason. Let's find out. While dividing words with double consonants into syllables, we divide the syllable between the two consonants. Okay, syllable means in one breath which sound comes, that can be called as syllable. Okay, in one breath or in one puff of sound, what sound comes, that can be called as a syllable. So what we do here is, for making syllables we divide the syllables between the two consonants. If we have two consonants together, then we just divide them. Okay, we just um, between the consonants we just divide the word so that we can make a syllable. That's how we find a syllable. Okay, now so look at the words here. The first one, summer. In the word summer, M. These are syllables. Sorry, these are consonants. So I have just, so we can just cut it off like SUM. Sum is one syllable, MER is another syllable. So summer. So here we are taking two breaths for this word. Summer. Okay, two syllables are there in this word. Next one, happy. Happy. Okay, happy. We have two syllables in this word. The first syllable is hap and the second syllable is p. Okay, that means if one breath which sound comes, then that is called a syllable. A syllable can be a combination of vowels and consonants. Okay, now look at the next one, carrot. 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 Okay, carrot. So here we have two syllables. So look here, SUM, sum is the first syllable, mer is the second syllable. The word happy, hap is the first syllable, p is the second syllable. Look at the third one, carrot, car is the first syllable, ret is the second syllable. So this is how we find syllables. And in the last lesson, that is in lesson 15, we have learned how to find out syllables, yes or no? So I just want you to go through that one also. You can understand it more. We have an exercise under this. Divide the following words into two syllables. So we have like 8 words. We're going to divide them. The first one is dinner. So in the word dinner, we have two syllables. The first syllable is din. The second syllable is ner. Din, ner. Okay, din, the first syllable. Ner is the second syllable. Look at the second one. Winner. Win, ner. Win is the first syllable. Ner is the second syllable. Win is the first syllable. Ner is the second syllable. Look at the third one. Butter. The word butter. But is the first syllable. Ter is the second syllable. But is the first syllable. Ter is the second syllable. So we have divided by separating the two consonants. Okay. B-U-T, the first syllable. T-E-R is the second syllable. Fourth one. Supper. Sup is the first syllable. Per is the second syllable. The fifth one, rabbit. Rab is the first syllable, bit is the second syllable. Rab is the first syllable, bit is the second syllable. Look at the sixth one, kitten. Kit is the first syllable, ten is the second syllable. Kit, first syllable, ten, second syllable. Kitten. Seventh one, puppet. Pup is the first syllable, pet is the second syllable. Pup is the first syllable, pet is the second syllable. And the eighth one, pepper. Pep is the first syllable, per is the second syllable. Pep is the first syllable, per is the second syllable. So in all these words we have double consonants, okay, like PP, BB, NN, TT. So what we have to do is we divide those consonants, and that's how we make two syllables which has double consonants. I hope you understood. Now we have come to the end of our lesson, and the last exercise is project. Look at the project, children. Make a list of the various animals and birds you see in the busy city streets. Okay, when you in the city, also we can find birds and animals. So just look at the animals and find out which all animals you can find in a busy city street. And the main thing is discuss the problems they face. Okay, these animals face a lot of problems, so we are gonna discuss them. For example, the bright lights and the noise of the traffic hurt their eyes and ears and confuse them, and the tar roads hurts their hooves. Okay, so these are a few of the difficulties they face, the problems they face. What we have to do is you're going to find some more. Start a Friends of Animals and Birds Club and teach your friends how to create an animal and friendly bird environment. Write down the steps you and your friends would take on a paper and display it on the bulletin board. So now, as we don't have classes in the school, so we cannot find a club or we can't do anything like that. So what you can do is you can just write down. You can just paste pictures and write down the difficulties they face. Okay, one or two is enough. You can write one or three about three animals. What are the difficulties they face in the city? Okay, so I just want you to do it. So I hope you'll do it. Do this activity, and this is our end of a lesson, children. And this is. I hope you like the lesson, and please watch the movie also, Mowgli, and you will enjoy the movie. And this is for now, children. Take care and bye.